Lesson 1, number line, comparing and ordering integers. So if we were to draw a number line, we put arrows on the end to show that it continues on in both directions. Zeros right in the middle. We have positives on the right that increase. Negatives on the left that decrease, get smaller. The numbers 1 and continue on, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, are called counting numbers. If you add 0 and all the counting numbers, that's called the whole numbers. I like to remember whole numbers where the number 0 looks like a hole in the ground. So you add the 0 and you have whole numbers. Then if you take the entire number line with all the negatives, 0, and all the counting numbers, those are called integers. A set is a collection of items. Sorry about that. Here we go. Set. A set is just a collection of items. We use braces, and if you remember, braces they're like the curly Q parentheses to identify sets. So we put our items from our set inside the braces. An element is just a member of a set. So the set of integers, if we wanted to write the set of integers, we would use braces. We would put 3 dots, which are called ellipses. We would put in some negatives. We'd put in 0, 1, 2, 3. Then we'd end with ellipses to show that it continues on, and put braces on the end. Each one of these items, each one of these numbers is called an element of the set of integers. A sequence is an ordered list of numbers that follows a rule. So if I wanted to have a sequence of even numbers, I would maybe start with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, put some ellipses to show it keeps going. This would be called a sequence, follows a rule. The absolute value is just the distance a number is from 0. And we sometimes call 0 the origin. So on a number line, the number 5, we show absolute value by putting 2 lines on either side, is 5 units away from 0. So the absolute value of 5 equals 5. And the absolute value of negative 5 also equals 5, because negative 5 is 5 units to the left of 0. The greater than sign is faced this way. So if you were to read it left to right, you'd have the part that's open on the left and the part that's closed on the right. So you would have a bigger number on the left and a smaller number on the right. And you could say 10 is greater than negative 4. You could say the absolute value of negative 5 is greater than the absolute value of positive 2. Remember, absolute value is a distance, so this would be positive 5, and that would equal positive 2. Less than goes the exact opposite way of greater than, where the smaller part of the sign is on the left and the open part's on the right, which means a smaller number would be on the left and a greater number would be on the right. So the absolute value of -1 is less than the absolute value of -6. When we are asked to graph on a number line, we need to put dots on the number line. So on the line, not under it. So graphing, let's draw this number line, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, and so forth. We are going to graph the set of even integers. So we have ellipses, -2, 0, 2, 4 ellipses, and so forth. So because -4 is included in these ellipses, we put a dot on the number line, and then on the -2, on the 0, on the 2, on the 4, and then we draw these arrows on the end and color them in to show that the pattern is going to continue in either direction for the set of even integers. Okay, that's the end of lesson 1.